Imagine you're the most righteous person on earth. You've got a beautiful family, you're wealthy, respected by everyone, and you've dedicated your entire life to being a good, upright person. Life is perfect. Then one day, it all comes crashing down, not because of anything you did, but because of a conversation, a bet that happened, in a place you can't even see heaven. This is the story of Job, a story that asks one of the toughest questions ever. Why do bad things happen to good people? The story starts in the heavenly court. God is boasting about his faithful servant Job, saying there's no one on earth like him. But then a figure called the Satan, which in Hebrew means the accuser or the adversary, steps forward. The accuser basically says, "Sure, Job is loyal. Why wouldn't he be? You've blessed him with everything. You've put a hedge of protection around him. Take it all away, and I bet he'll curse you to your face." And here's where it gets really uncomfortable. God agrees. He gives the accuser permission to test Job, with one rule: you can't harm Job himself. What follows is pure devastation. In a single day, Job loses everything. His livestock are stolen or killed. His servants are slaughtered. And then the most gut-wrenching blow of all, a freak wind collapses a house, killing all 10 of his children. Job's reaction is incredible. He tears his robes, shaves his head in mourning, and falls to the ground. But he doesn't curse God. He says, "The Lord gave, and the Lord has taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord." You'd think that would be the end of it. Job passed the test, right? But the accuser isn't done. He goes back to God and says, "Skin for skin. A man will give all he has for his life, but stretch out your hand and touch his bone and his flesh, and he will curse you to your face." So the bet is upped. God gives the accuser permission to afflict Job's body, as long as he spares his life. Job is then struck with agonizing sores from the top of his head to the soles of his feet. He's in constant, excruciating pain, sitting in ashes, scraping his sores with a piece of broken pottery. His own wife, seeing his misery, tells him, "Curse God and die." This is where the story shifts. Job's 3 friends arrive to comfort him. For 7 days and 7 nights, they sit with him in silence, because they see his suffering is too great for words. But when they finally speak, they don't offer much comfort. They basically tell him he must have done something to deserve this. They push him to confess some secret sin, because in their neat, tidy worldview, God is just, and justice means good people get rewarded and bad people get punished. Job's suffering, a righteous man's suffering, shatters their understanding of the world, and this is the core of the debate that takes up most of the book. Job vehemently defends his innocence. He doesn't claim to be perfect, but he knows he hasn't done anything to warrant this level of punishment. He's not just arguing with his friends. He's crying out to God, demanding an answer. Why is this happening? He feels abandoned, targeted, and tortured for no reason. Is this a story about testing loyalty, or is it a story about divine cruelty? Is it fair for a cosmic wager to result in such profound human suffering? The book doesn't give us an easy answer. It forces us to sit in the discomfort, to question our own assumptions about fairness, justice, and the nature of God. What do you think? Was this test justified? We'll explore the shocking conclusion and what it all might mean in our next video. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it. Thanks for watching.